Okay, so you all know that I'm a Sonic fan, right? I do like a lot of Sonic gaming videos, fan-made videos, and even some discussion videos, which I do need to do some more of. But anyways, so I'm a big Sonic fan, have been for a while, and when I saw the trailer for the Sonic Prime, the new animated TV series coming to Netflix, I was like, okay, all right, this is their chance to do something right. Okay, this is a chance to make up for the mistakes they did in the past. Because I'm getting to that in a minute. And when I saw the trailer, I wasn't expecting that. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's get straight into it, man. Give my whole thoughts about this new Sonic show. And slight warning, I might trigger some people because this might not be the best things I'm gonna say, but I won't go that hard because I am kind of looking forward to this. So let's get straight into it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, and by the way, if I sound a little sick, I am because this week has been a lot. So yeah, if I sound a little stuffy or sicky, just bear with me trying to push this video out. So while I'm sick, so let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so this might be a hot take. Actually, not really, because it's kind of like preference-wise. But if you don't know, people ask me a lot, which character I like more, Sonic or Mario? And I tend to say Mario for the gaming aspect, but Sonic for the TV aspect, if that makes sense. Because I do play a lot more, especially in childhood. I played a lot more Mario games than Sonic games. But I watched a lot of TV shows with Sonic than Mario, because, well, have you seen those shows with Mario? And yes, I'm talking about the live action ones. Oh, they were not good. But yeah, I'm also heavily invested in the Sonic culture. Like, there are so many good fan-made characters, fan-animated stuff on YouTube, and even some literally one of the best comics I've seen, which I might do a video about that by itself, because there's a whole lot of comics out there, and they're all very good. So yeah, and I think that's what I guess made my expectation for this new show kind of high, because well, like I said, if you don't know the history of Sonic TV shows, it's something else. Okay, so well, let me get started talking about the brief history of it. So in 1993, there was a show called, I think the first animated TV show was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, name of it, and I think that had to do with Robotnik and Tails and Sonic, and they do different things each episode to stop Robotnik and his evil schemes, the usual Sonic stuff, and they are going different adventures throughout the world and do that. So as the first Sonic show, it wasn't really all that, but they did do a good job of showing what Sonic the character is and how the universe is and how he's edgy basically. And I kind of stopped watching halfway through. It wasn't really like my liking, but it was alright. And then the next show, which was Sonic the Hedgehog from 1993 to 1994, that show was really underrated because, man, that was a dark Sonic show. And I feel like I'm glad they upped the antes in that, because, man, that show got dark sometimes. Like, hey, that show actually featured Sally, which is an incredible, like, good character in the Archie comic. And she was like a Duratagon in the series. But, man, hey, the things they did to her, oh boy, man, that robot episode, and that was hard to look at, bro. Sonic cried and stuff, and Sonic's actually weak in this show. So instead of him being like overpowered and a little edgy, he got to hit hard sometimes, and I'm like, damn, I felt bad for him. But this is a good show. And then after that was Sonic Underground. Now I think the concept of it was nice, introducing Sonic mom and his brother and sister. But it was a cool show. I liked it better than the Adventures of Sonic, but I didn't like it better than the Sonic the Hedgehog TV series. Yeah, it was a good show though. I would watch it again, of course. Just so much to do like a fan animation that I gotta look it up, see what they did. But anyways, the next show after that is the peak anime show, and it's Sonic X. This is my childhood. This is my everything. No show of Sonic could ever top this. I don't care what nobody say. Sonic X was such a good show with like 80 episodes and stuff. Even in the first 50 fall, like the games and stuff. It was still so cool to watch all the action scenes, the supersonic scenes. Oh my god, hell, Dark Sonic, all the characters they introduced, the Cosmo, Tickle, Sonic and his friends. Hey, even Chris was okay sometimes. But yeah, hey, I rewatched it like 3 times. I love this show so much. You already know, and this is my favorite show to this day. Like I said, anime version of Sonic, that is probably going to be like one of a kind thing. Hopefully, we'll see another one in the future. But hey, Sonic X was truly peak, And it was made in 2003. It's going to be the next show to top this in the Sonic TV series franchise. And that was Sonic Boom. And safe to say, it is nowhere as close to Sonic X. But Sonic Boom was, okay, so hear me out. So Sonic Boom, I give it its flowers. It's definitely a funny show. But going from like the action version of Sonic X to like the comedy version of Sonic Boom is like, well, that's kind of different. But I do tend to watch some episodes every now and then to get like a good laugh and stuff, well, a laugh. But yeah, hey, it's a pretty alright show, I'll say that. And then after that, I'm not sure if you count this Sonic Mania, which was like a game, but also has like some cutscenes, or I guess like a TV series as well that came out, I think, on Cartoon Network or somebody else. I could be wrong, I gotta check, but I remember it was like a small TV series and stuff. They even made like a crossover with some Cartoon Network show, and I thought it was good. Animation, of course, is like a modern cartoon, so it was like a little silly and stuff, but I thought, hey, that's a close thing to Sonic X, so I thought it was pretty good as well. And for what it was pretty good. And since then, it's been like I don't know how many years, probably 6 or 7, until we got Sonic Prime. Now this show, I remember it being announced back in like 2020 or something like that, saying like a Netflix show is coming in 2022, a new Sonic animated 3D show. Which I'll admit I was disappointed when it said 3D because stop making 3D sometimes. But my hopes was high because after I got more involved with the comics and different Sonic videos that I saw, I'm thinking, okay, this is their chance to bring back so many characters, if possible, of course. But it's also their chance to make like a different type of Sonic show, something close to Sonic X, but dark as, the 1993-1994 Sonic the Hedgehog TV series. Honestly, I was expecting like a new villain, kind of like Sonic Forces style of, bringing characters back and different villains, stuff like that. I'm thinking something like that could happen. Then I watched the trailer, and at first, I was mad. I'll give you that. At first, I was mad because, one, I have some issues with it, which I'm going to go over. But, like, man, really? That was my first thought because, okay, so let me get straight into it. So here are my problems with the Sonic Prime already. Okay, now, I know that these might be fixed later on. But so first of all, the plot of the show seems weird. Well, kind of, because it feels like a cyberpunk-ish robot new Sonic version. And it's like, why? It feels like out of place in a way, if you feel what I'm saying. And then, but of course, it follows, Sonic and his friends fight Eggman and stuff in different ways and stuff, at least from the trailer. I hope it does switch up later on, but at least it shows, like, the repeated formula of that again, and I kind of expected something different than that. So I was like, okay, so we are doing this again, and alright, so, and the next problem I have is, well, the casting. So, of course, you have Sonic, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, and then you have Rouge as the 5th character. Okay, one, why not Cream? Stop disrespecting Cream. All my Sonic OGs knows that in earlier games like Sonic Heroes and even the TV series Sonic X featured Cream and made her useful and stuff. Why not just use Cream again instead of some random character they just push in? Like, okay, hear me out. In Sonic Boom, they did add Styx, and I thought she was nice, but she wasn't Cream, though. Like, I'm a fan of Cream, the rabbit, and I guess I was expecting more to see her in the future, but then, they replaced her with Styx, which I wasn't mad at, but, And now Sonic Prime, we have Rouge, and it feels off because of Rouge. Hell, she was presented as an antagonist in earlier games, and she's literally Shadow's sidekick sometimes, and even Sonic X, she was presented as an antagonist, or at least a sneaky op, at least. And then, of course, the animation. My problem is we don't need another 3D show, bro. Like, after Sonic Boom and people, saw the reviews and that, and it was like, okay, the 3D did feel weird, but it was, we got used to it and stuff. And Sonic Mania did prove its limits and do animation styles and different, the 2D stuff really worked well with that. And I'm like, bro, okay, so we know to do the next TV show 2D. And then do 3D, man. Like, bro, I feel like it would hit so much harder in 2D, honestly. Like, that's just me, I guess. That's my preference. And I was like, this is going to be another disappointment and a waste of time. So that's my first thoughts. And then a few days later, I watched when it first came out. And a few days later, I watched it again. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to watch it because, well, one, and I was like, I'm going to give it a chance because, what? It's not bad. It is really not bad. It's, okay, here are my positive thoughts. So when I was watching, I was like, okay, I like, I did say the cyberpunk-ish was like, felt weird. But it is different, and I feel like that could help boost with the action scenes in this. Because some of the action stuff, like, it did feel like some, like, some big battles ahead in this show and stuff. So, also, like, the little hand design, the different Amy design looked kind of cool, I ain't gonna lie. It was off at first, because it might be like a big Knuckles and Sonic Boom all over again. But it was like, hold on, she kind of looked badass, low-key. And I was like, okay, I can get excited for this. And also, the tone of the show does seem a little bit serious. Because, of course, Eggman, again, found his ways to prove how he's a big, bad, evil guy and change the whole landscape of the show. So it does feel like it's going to be, like, some crazy stuff happening. And also, the voices does seem nice. I give credit for that. And then the multiverse theory, which is my big thing about the show. And I also blame the fandom for that, too, because they did give my hopes a little high with that. It talks going to be different multiverse characters in the show. However, it's just a trailer. We don't know completely yet if it's going to be, like, a whole bunch of multiverse characters. So, but I will say from the teaser, they did go to different roads and stuff. And then I also could build the world building of this new show and this new era of Sonic because, man, with the games they released recently, and especially Sonic Frontiers, like, they have opportunity to build the world even more, and it looks kind of cool with that. So, I'm excited to learn like different world building and tactics they use with this show. So that is like pretty cool to look at. And so my theory about the Sonic characters being introduced in the multiverse, it might come true, it might not. But like I said, I have some hopes for this show, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. It come out December 15th of Netflix, I think, this year. So I am excited to check it out. Hopefully, you don't disappoint me. But yeah, this video is getting a little long, so I was gonna talk about my different, characters I want to see in the show. But I'm gonna say that for another video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. As a Sonic fan, are you excited? Are you mad about the show? Do you have some hopes for it? Because from the comments I saw in the actual video, they did like seem excited for it, and I feel like the only one all ball out. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I am expecting some good things, but I'm expecting some bad things as well. But I try to keep my hopes high. And by the way, what I was like, I thought the show was gonna originally go for it. I was like, like I said, the multiverse theory. So remember, hey, give a little slight spoiler, but you remember when I talked about my Sonic project like months ago and then it took forever to complete? Yeah, I basically completed the other day, and that's basically, what my, the video is kind of about. So stay tuned for that. That is definitely dropping this week. I'm finally excited to say, and I hope y'all watch it, because that's my version of what I think Sonic should be right now. But like I said, let me let you know what you think about it. So yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much now, and I guess this is the end. Like I said, comment down below how you feel about the series, and yeah. Also, Pete Natural. I'm out.